Hello, it's Saul from Tesla Owners US, and today is a big topic. Are we getting an Apple moment? And what I mean with the Apple moment, you heard about the $56 billion pay package, and I tried to bring that a little bit to you in perspective. It comes after the intro.
We wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is.
Now we are here, and you probably heard about the $56 billion package. And let me bring that you a little bit to perspective. So there was a shareholder, he had probably 7 or 8 shares. It was a hard rock drummer, and he was complaining about that pay package from Elon was negotiated 2018, where really nobody thought about this will ever be happening. But it actually, at the end, it did happen. So the judge there, she said this is an exorbitant payment, as a super huge payment. And what is that payment about? Let me give you a little bit perspective. From the top S&P 500 CEOs, the average salary is $14.8 million. It's a lot of money per year. So, and a company there called AP CEO Pay Survey, they conducted that survey, and that was a research called Equilar. So, and they tried to compare it with an average salary of a person working for these companies. So the average person would have to work 12 months a year for 185 years in order to obtain that salary. That was on base of 14.8 million. But what is that in base of 55.8 billion? So I calculated it out on the same base of that salary. So a person would have to work 697,500 euros, an average person, in order to make this salary. So what happened 600,000 years ago? Actually, the humans split into 2 groups, in the Homo sapiens and the Homo neanderthalis. And that happened at that time. And then after that, the Homo neanderthalis or the Homo sapiens would have started working at that time, would have to work another 100,000 years in order to make that salary what was awarded. So that is the perspective on that. Yeah, so the question is here now, there was a ruling and a letter came out that they tried to appeal this, but there are certain hurdles in Delaware to appeal this, and the attorney of the shareholder who sued them was Greg Varallo, that's the shareholder's attorney, said if we come to an agreement how this could happen, and there is a first letter indicates that, because they wanted to appeal that ruling into the Supreme Court of Delaware. And if they come to an agreement for that, then that can be done, and there is a little bit of a fee necessary for that. A fee, only a small fee on 55 billion is a big fee. And before Musk can appeal that, those two sides have to come to a final order for that approval, so that the judge, Kathleen McCormick was a judge, which included a petition which has to include a petition for a legal fee. So that fee will be paid by Tesla, by the shareholders, in order to appeal this. So basically every shareholder, now me as well, even when I only have 3 shares left so far, I might be stepping, it's looking great so far. So need to be solid over 200. It was not the case today. So it's likely so that Verallo said they can come to an agreement, depending from a certain fee, by March 1st. So, and then after that, the other side has 60 days time to appeal it at the Delaware Supreme Court, so that the stuff will be resolved within, as they're guessing, about 6 months. But this, on the other side, gives them enough time to move the corporation. SpaceX is already moved, and moved the corporation to Texas. So the incorporated Tesla, which was incorporated in Delaware, then might move to Texas, and might be that the ruling there is be different, or it could be a different outcome. But that all reminds me to an Apple moment in 1985, where Steve Jobs got ousted from Apple. So at that time, he got so mad, and there are more people who are can get mad about that, got so mad that he sold all of his shares. And if Elon would do it, sell all of your 20% of that. At that point of time, I don't know how much he had, he sold all of his shares, and the Apple tanked and had really to struggle until 1997, where Apple wanted to have Steve Jobs back. At the meantime, Steve Jobs founded Next, and he had probably all of his best engineers moved. Next was a kind of a Unix-based operating system, and actually this became the base for the future operating system of Apple itself, of what Apple had there. And Next got bought, probably in shares exchanged. I don't know how that happened. Probably in shares exchanged, and Steve Jobs stepped back in. Now, that has a similarity with what Elon did. So he founded already in a new company, OpenXI. He already threatened the board with, hey, I'm not feeling comfortable if I don't have 25% of the shares, and so on. If I don't have a certain amount of control, that was the same thing of control that Steve Jobs had with Apple. And I might want to take my guys, move them all over, rehire them back in his, not Open, his AIX, I think we call it AIX now, that company was he founded. And then he continues his AI stuff on robots and on the full self-driving, where it might come to a completion one day or later. So in the new company, and all of that intellectual intelligence is gone. And all of the talent is gone, and all of the future ideas, what are all in the head of Elon, are gone as well. And then this will be the moment, and that's what I don't know. I'm not looking forward for that if that's going to happen, because then everything goes to, well, I don't want to say that, but it's probably that could be the case, right? And so I want to know how you guys think about that, because that will not be an easy task for Robin, board of director, the boss of the board of directors, and all of their friends, to calm Elon down in order to keep him at Tesla or what they want to do. And how this evolves is a pretty, let me say, almost unstable situation. And I want to know your comments about, hey, what do you think about that? Hey, elsewise, subscribe to the channel and talk to you next time. Next time, maybe doing something else again with cars and so on. Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye.